Welcome to our Sukkot Shabbat family service.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Hope you're doing well out there. Shalom, Rabbi Kupitz. Who else do we have out there, I wonder?
Well, I know there are at least there's a number of people, but I know that the Foxes are here and the Raskins are here, and if the others will say hello, then we'll know that they're here too.
And Rabbi, you may not know that I cannot change your status, but unless you...
You can't, even though you're a host.
I can. You changed your own status.
That I was able to do. That was my video, but yeah, now I'm a co-host.
Now you co-host, but you were a host, and then you were.
Yeah, well, when you got on, I made you a host, so then I was no longer. So that's the way it works. All right. Well, Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach, everybody. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Shabbat Shalom because it's Shabbat, and Chag Sameach because we begin tonight the holiday of Sukkot. Holiday of Sukkot. And at the end of our service today, we will shake the lulav. I have one here behind me, and I will shake the lulav so that we can participate via our TVs or computer screens in shaking the lulav, unless you happen to have one at home. And this is a holiday in which maybe there are some of you who built Sukkot at your homes, but we have one in our backyard here, and there's one up at the temple, and we're going to do a little music to get us started. So let's sing a few songs together.
So we have a number of special songs for Sukkot. If you were on with me for our music time with Cantor Paul yesterday morning, you heard a couple of them. So this is one teaches us to rejoice. It is our season of rejoicing. I know sometimes we don't feel like we have a lot to rejoice about, but that's never true. Just by being together, being here, being with our families, we have lots of reasons to rejoice. So these are very long words. You can try them if you want to try them with me. It goes like this. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. Now everybody can go, ay, 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 right? V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. V'samachta b'chagecha, v'samachta b'chagecha, ay, 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 ay. Yay, and those words actually come from the Torah, and it means you shall rejoice in this season. You shall rejoice in this season, in the Chagecha. About a couple of Shabbat songs.
That would be great.
Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam, yabby, babby, babby, bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, yabby babby babby bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. The Shabbat candle's gonna be burning bright. Shabbat candle's gonna be burning bright. Shabbat candle's gonna be burning bright. Let us know it's Shabbat night. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. With Shabbat Challah, good to eat. Shabbat Challah, so good to eat. Shabbat Challah, it's good to eat. It's a special Shabbat treat. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. With Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. Shabbat day, my favorite day. Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. It's the day I get to say Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends.
All right, friends. We are going to light our Shabbat and festival candles. They are there behind Cantor Paul. And we're going to light them and then join in our blessing. He's tethered. He's wired.
Sorry, I knocked the lighter down somewhere.
We will find our way. Here we go. And we make one circle for ourselves, one circle for our family, and one circle for all the people in the world. And then we are going to join in our blessing.
Baruch. Whoop, they went out. Sorry, be right back. Have better luck this time, I hope. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov. We also have our Shehechianu prayer, don't we, Rabbi?
We do. We're going to sing Shehechianu, and then there is no Lachadodi tonight, so we'll after that.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
So we don't sing Lachadodi when Shabbat is also on a festival. So we are going to move into Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. So you can either stand where you are or sit up particularly straight for Baruch Hu.
La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Le'olam va'ed.
We're going to continue now with Shema Yisrael as we connect ourselves to everything and everyone and to the Holy One.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
We continue with Micha Mocha, our song of freedom.
So we have a special melody for Micha Mocha because it's Sukkot. Those of you who have ever been in the Sukkah with us may remember this melody because it's also the melody that we use to shake the lulav. It goes like this. Micha Mocha Bailim Adonai. Micha Mocha Nedar Bakodesh Nora Tehilo O Se We can still clap our hands and go Yam bam bim bim bai yabam bim bai yabam bim bim bai yabam bim bai ay ay rai 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 yabam bim bai ay ay rai 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 yabam bimbai, mi chamocha, bailim Adonai, mi kamocha, nedar bakodesh, no ratilot, o sefele, no ratilot. Oh, say, ballet, abam, bim, bimbai, abam, bim, bimbai, yabam, bim, bimbai, I buy, bim, bimbai, I, abam, bimbai, I, Hey, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Now we enter into our avot prayer after Adonai Tzvatai Tiftach, after we ask God to open our mouths and our hearts to God's presence and to words of goodness and praise. And we're going to say our prayer that connects us to everybody who came before us, our parents and grandparents, great-grandparents, all the way back to Abraham and Sarah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagite hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips so that I may pray to you with all my heart. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu V'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Velohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah.
And now we're going to join in singing our Torah song as we sing Shalom, Shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold it fast.
Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomcha Moshar Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomcha Moshar. Everybody, shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all who embrace it are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to share a story. And all right. This is called 3 Green Things and a Yellow. One day, God was talking to Moses about the future. God told Moses that even though all the people Moses knew lived in tents and herded sheep, in the future, hardly anyone will live. In the future, hardly anyone would live in tents or herd sheep. How will they live and what will they do all day? Moses asked God with great interest. In the future, God answered Moses, people will live in houses and apartments and they will use computers to do their work. What's a house? Moses asked. God thought and said, a house is a little like a stiff tent that stays in one place all the time. What's an apartment? Moses asked. God answered, an apartment is like a bunch of houses stacked on top of each other to save space. Will there be no space in the future? Moses asked. God said, there will be plenty of space, but not in the cities where most of the people will want to live. That's why we will need apartments. Moses said, I don't understand. So, why will the people want to live in cities where they have to stack up their houses when there's plenty of space in the hills and fields? God said, that's a very good question, Moses. I don't quite understand it myself. As near as I can figure it, people will want to live in the cities because the cities have most of the good jobs and all of the good restaurants. What's a restaurant? Asked Moses. God answered, a restaurant is a place where other people cook you all sorts of wonderful kinds of foods. And when you are done eating, they clean up everything, and you pay them some money to do this for you. Oh, I wish we had restaurants now, Moses said. Don't worry, God said. You will have them soon enough. Moses asked, will there be trees in the cities? God answered, not enough. There will not be nearly enough trees in the cities, and the air will be so bad in most cities that the trees that are there will have a tough time growing. Maybe the people in the future will find a way to keep the good restaurants and get rid of the bad air, Moses asked. Maybe, God answered. After a pause, Moses asked, what's a computer? A computer, God answered, counts things and writes things down very fast. Why will the people in the future need to count and write so fast? Will they have that many sheep to count? Moses asked. No, said God. Most of them will have no sheep. Most of them will live by doing things that have nothing to do with animals or the land. But the things they will do for a living will be things that need fast counting and fast writing, and that is why they will need computers. Moses asked God, isn't there any way for you to help people remember the land and tents and sheep, even when they're living in cities, eating in restaurants, and counting and writing on computers? God thought for a little while and then said, I have an idea to help people remember the land. I will give them a holiday where they have to sleep outside in booths. That way, at least once a year, they will remember what the dew smells like on the growing things at night and what the stars look like while they're lying down and looking up at night. Moses thought for a second and said, what's a booth? God answered, the kind of booth I have in mind is sort of like a tent with the top made of leafy green things instead of animal skins. I like your plan, said Moses. It will definitely smell better than a tent made of animal skins. What are they going to put up the booths to what are they going to put in the booths to remember the land? God told Moses, I'm going to have them bring fruits and gourds and pumpkins and corn stalks and apples and honey and maybe some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches into the booths. Oh, they're going to love the sandwiches, Moses said, even though he had never tasted peanut butter and jelly. He figured it was some kind of fancy restaurant food. God said, that's not all, Moses. I'm going to ask them to bring things to the booth on this holiday. Green things, 3 green things, and a yellow. Moses said, what? And God said, I have picked out 3 green things and 1 yellow thing that will remind the city people of the land and the things that grow on it. What's the yellow thing? Moses asked. God said, it's an etrog. What's an etrog? God answered, an etrog is a kind of like a wrinkled up lemon with no juice. Moses laughed. Why in the world would you pick such a goofy fruit? God answered, because the etrog smells great when you scratch it. That will teach people you have to scratch the world before it smells good. It will teach them that they have to find beauty of the world by going out and scratching around, not just by reading about it or watching on television. What's a television? Moses asked. I'll tell you later, God answered. It comes after restaurants and before computers. Moses asked, what are the green things you want people to bring into the booths along with the goofy, juiceless lemon? God said, I want them to bring palm frond. What's a frond? A frond is a palm leaf, God answered. Then why don't you just call it a leaf? They don't call it a leaf because it's a frond. Oh, Moses said, what's the palm frond supposed to teach us? The palm frond, God said, stands up straight and tall, and that will teach us to stand up straight and tall and fight for the earth. What are the other two green things? A branch from the myrtle tree and a branch from the weeping willow tree. What in the world are they for? Moses asked. God said, each leaf from the myrtle tree is shaped like an eye, and this will teach them to keep a close eye out for anyone who is throwing junk into my clean air and water and land. The weeping willow branch is to teach them that. I know what, Moses said, interrupting. The weeping willow will remind people to cry for all the animals that we hurt, or for people who lose their home, animals that lose their homes when we cut down the trees they live in, or who get sick from the junk we spill into the water and the air and the land. If we don't care, we can't cry. And if we can't cry, we can't get angry enough to change things so that the world they give us stay clean. Is that what the weeping willow is supposed to teach us? Huh. Okay, that's exactly it, God said softly. 3 greens and a yellow for a world that came to you clean and needs all of you to help keep it clean. Now, will you tell me about television? Moses asked God. Later, God said. Go read a book. And so we're going to look at the 3 greens and a yellow in just a moment. I'm going to let Cantor just sing a little something as I get my my thing. But you're muted, Cantor. Cantor, you're muted.
Sukkot is our harvest holiday. The celebration lasts for 7 days. We build our sukkah that we decorate, a special booth in which we congregate. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake. The symbols of Sukkot are quite unique. They show God's presence the entire week. The etrog smell, it gets into the air. We wave the lulav everywhere. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake. Hadass and Arava on either side surround the lulav that we shake with pride. To the north, the south, the west, and to the east, we celebrate and then we eat. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake. One more time. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake.
So we're going to say the blessing over our lulav, and then we're going to shake it to the words of Hodu Ladonai ki tov ki leolam chasto. Give thanks to God, for God is good. God's kindness and compassion is everlasting.
So, Rabbi, why don't you say the blessing, because I don't have a lulav already here.
All right. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al netilat lulav.
Amen.
And it is my first time shaking, so I'll also say shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh.
Hodu Ladonai ki tov ki leolam chasto.
So we shake it in all the directions, starting with the east, and then all the directions around, and then up and down, all the different directions. Now I'm going to ask everybody to gather close at home with your loved ones, with your moms or dads or grandparents or siblings, brothers and sisters, whoever you have there. and we're going to join in our family blessing.
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you with good and keep you safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God be with you and be kind to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom shalom.
May you always know that God is close, and may God give you the gift of peace. Chag Sameach, have a joyous Sukkot and Shabbat Shalom. If anybody wants to come to the sukkah at the temple or anything during the week, just call the office, and I'm sure we can arrange to reserve it. We do have preschool using it during snack time and things like that, so we want to make sure that we are not putting multiple people in the sukkah at any given time. But if you'd like to use it for lunch or something like that, or a snack with your family, please let us know in the office. Wishing you all Shabbat Shalom, and hope to see you all soon.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Chag Sameach. See you soon.